I don't get it.
Podcast.
Hey guys, welcome to the I Don't Get It podcast. It's Ashley.
It's Naz.
It's Lauren.
And guess what? We didn't start recording before. And so we had 3 to 4 minutes of conversation. And now we're going to try to replicate those 3 to 4 minutes. Just a little bit.
As organically as possible.
So just because it was my real I don't get it of the week, it was like the one that made me think, oh, this week we can ramble because like I feel like I have a lot to say about this.
Right.
I don't get the series 9 Perfect Strangers. I finished it last night and I just felt like it was one of the only shows that I maybe have ever watched in its entirety and thought I could have done without that. Like I probably shouldn't have watched 8 hours of that because I never really fully got invested. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have continued if it wasn't just 8 episodes. I don't know if you guys have watched it. Well, actually I do because we just had that conversation, but Naz, what's your thoughts on this?
So I have seen I Perfect Strangers, and the timing of it was so bad because it was right when White Lotus ended. And just like White Lotus, it's a group of like strangers that come together to get away, even though in the White Lotus, it's like a resort. And in 9 Perfect Strangers, it's this retreat center called Tranquillum. But I was so excited
I gotta stop you there. Just this is something we actually did not mention. White Lotus was very good. All 3 of us watched this. We all really enjoyed it, but it was definitely one of those shows that we had no idea why we were enjoying it. I was just really compelled by the characters and the dialogue. I don't know what it was.
Okay,
right?
It was everything.
Why was it everything?
I'll tell you, but what
What kept you going was because it opened up with someone dying and you're just waiting to see who died.
I don't know. I actually, even if it didn't start that way, White Lotus was just the writing was unbelievable. Like the characters were so accurate of people on a vacation. The editing, the music was a character where it sort of like amped up your anxiety, and it had like this slow burn of everyone slowly getting more and more pissed off. Like the kids, the guy,
good.
like, and what's his name?
That's the music.
Yes, that was the music. Lauren, that's so good.
So good. Do it again.
Oh my gosh. I was like, what? What character was that? No, it was the music.
That was the music. Also, Jennifer Coolidge gave the most incredible, nuanced, subtle performance. She gave so much by doing so little. It was like unbelievable to see.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen her more incredible in my life. She's going to win an Emmy next year for that role.
For sure.
Okay. I actually, for comedy, for sure. Yeah. And then I also just think everybody is just always so drawn to, oh my God.
Jennifer Coolidge?
No. To Connie Britton. Yeah, there's something like that that's so easy to watch about Connie Britton. And I do think that with White Lotus, it was that relatability factor because everybody's been on vacation and everybody kind of knows the characters that you encounter on vacation. It's always the families that you're looking at. Like you're always like, there's one family, right? That you keep seeing pop up like at the restaurant. You're like, oh, it's them again. And you just kind of create those characters in
the
your
writing
mind.
Was just so good. The guy that did it, and the name is escaping me, he wrote it, I think, and directed it. Let me see. White Lotus creator. He like the writing, remember the son, Mike White, remember the son when it's like Connie Britton's like, everyone get up, like we got to go to breakfast, and he's like, Mom, we're on vacation. Like it shouldn't be that stressful.
Exactly.
That was just the most accurate ever. White Lotus was so good that they renewed it for season 2,
which is all vacation is.
Is it going to be the same people? Obviously not the same people, just a new crew of people.
Yeah, it's going to be a new crew. I'm upset Armand.
I know.
He's just so good. Well, that's a spoiler for anyone who didn't
you guys had enough time to watch it.
But I think that Lauren has a point when she says that it started off with a murder, so we were, of course, compelled to watch through the end. Now, with 9 Perfect Strangers, I actually thought it was going to be a little bit more salacious than it was. Like, I thought something really bad was going to happen, and I guess, spoiler alert, nothing really bad happens. And the storyline that I was most invested in, it was Melissa McCarthy and Bobby Cannavale's relationship.
Cannavale, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
So good. I don't know what it was. Like, that show had all the right things. Like, it had all these A-list actors in it. I think it was just the story was thin and the writing
Okay, so you kind of
there.
agree with me.
Yeah. But I still think it's fun to watch them give it their all. But now that the morning show's back and Ted Lasso's ending and, like, there's so much other... If you haven't started 9 Perfect Strangers, I don't know. There's probably more compelling things to watch now that we're entering fall. Succession's coming back. I cannot wait.
Wait a second, Naz. So did you watch the first couple episodes of the morning show? Because I've totally forgotten about it and I am obsessed.
Only the first episode's out and the second one just came out last night. So I have to watch the second one today. It's good.
Yay!
Yeah, so good.
I don't think on the podcast we ever discussed the amazing line in White
Lotus.
When she
we
said,
did, Lauren.
We did.
Okay,
Lauren, we did. You hadn't seen it. You hadn't seen it yet.
And now I saw it and I was like, that's the moment. It was so
Jennifer
perfect.
Coolidge, she's like, I'm just going to lay in my bed for you to text me. It was the best.
It's like, I'm laying here waiting for you to text me. What else would I ever do? It's so good.
It's
so good. Okay.
Good.
So
the one thing
we discussed that.
The one thing all of us are waiting on is for And Just Like That to come out, which there's been so much press about this Sex and the City spinoff. Yeah. First of all, Willie Garson passed, which I'm so sad. Stanny, her best friend, and he had shot some scenes in the movie in the show. So I wonder if they're going to have to rewrite. But then it's cool to know that Aiden and Big are going to be in it.
Right?
Sure. Why do I imagine that they are done with shooting Sex and the City?
I don't know, because I feel like I keep seeing pictures from set posted on Instagram of them around New York filming.
Sarah Jessica Parker is starting to film Hocus Pocus 2 in Rhode Island in October.
Oh, then they're probably wrapping, but I wonder what's going to happen. They're going to have to rewrite
They're
stuff.
Just going to have to say that he died.
They should give him a funeral in the show and give the character a proper send-off.
Too.
Because there's this guy named Evan Ross Katz I follow on Instagram, and I love him. I met him during Fashion Week. He writes a lot of fashion, pop culture stuff for Paper Magazine, and I think he's he's just really good with words. But he wrote how, I think he's gay, but how he was saying Stanny, the character, was so warm and vulnerable and was a different gay character than you're used to seeing, was just so open about being insecure and how many people probably felt seen watching that character and how everyone Carrie and everyone just loved him for him. And it really made me so sad. He really did bring such warmth through that character, I think.
He did.
That's to the show.
Him being insecure when he was dating the model or backstage, or he was oh my God, so many beautiful people. He was so cute.
He was so cute, but how rare to see a character like that.
You're right, because most of them are like Mario Cantone's character.
Right.
What's his name? What's the character's name? Oh my God. Anthony. Most gay characters that we see on TV have more of that personality.
Especially back then.
Yeah, and you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very sad. I know. He had pancreatic cancer. I wonder how fast it happened.
So sad.
I think it was fast.
I think it was fast too.
Damn.
And his poor son, he adopted a son just being a single parent.
No, he's amazing. No. Oh, I'm so sad.
So sad.
It's wild.
So there's this ring that I wear with my mom's wedding band every single day. I haven't taken it off for months and months. It's from that brand Orate that we all got jewelry from. And it's such good quality.
The best. Insanely good quality.
Yeah,
yes. Oh my God, we just said the same thing.
It gives you you could feel it. I mean, you can also, you just know when you can shower with it and it doesn't get tarnished or anything like that. It doesn't leave any marks. It's got a great sparkle and shine. And all Orate pieces, they come with a lifetime warranty because they know it lasts that long, for a lifetime.
I wear the same ring every single day for the Orate ring.
Same right here. Look.
Yeah. I don't think I've taken it off in months and months. And also the box that it comes in is so nice too. I just have it sitting on my vanity for some reason, just because it's a great quality box. I don't know.
It's such a good
I love the box.
It's so funny, like when there's a good box you just keep it, you know you're never going to use it. It's just literally there. Like you're not even going to use it to travel with. It's so funny because you most likely you'd have it on because it's so beautiful. But not only is this jewelry like beautiful, I also love like how good it is for the world. So it's ethically sourced. It's made sustainably. Their gold is never mined, which is huge. And their gemstones and diamonds are also certified conflict free. So everyone can shop with a sparkling conscience. Ori also gives back and supports various causes ranging from the environment to social causes, empowering women, youth, and children. We love Ori for it. And now you can actually pay with Klarna. So besides transparent pricing, Ori has now teamed up with Klarna, which is Klarna, to make their items even more accessible to all of us. So basically using Klarna, you can shop now and you can pay over time. So just a little more flexible way to get what you want from Ori. And it's also perfect because the holidays are coming up. Some people are going to be seeing family. And it's just like very special pieces that you'll love and wear forever.
Good. That's a good point, Naz. I also wanted to say that it was started by two friends who during brunch, one was complaining about getting a green finger. And like I said at the beginning of us talking about this, you never get that with these rings. They're amazing, or any of their jewelry. Okay. So now our audience can get 20% off your first Orate purchase by going to Orate, that's AURATE, NewYork.com/IDGI. And you use the promo code IDGI. That's like, I don't get it, but like our acronym. And it's 20% off with no minimum spend. And they rarely have discounts as high as 20% off. So we really encourage you guys to go shop now while it's going on. It's the best offer out there, and it's exclusively for I Don't Get It listeners. So once again, go to oratenewyork.com/IDGI and use the promo code IDGI to get 20% off.
Speaking of Anthony though, what was his name? Anthony in the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlotte Silas. I love when he's like, hates it. And sometimes I say that.
And also, you would think like the gay best friends would honestly be switched because Anthony is more like on Sarah Jessica Parker's level.
Yeah.
And,
you know, you would think.
And Stanny was more on Charlotte's level.
But you all need
that's why it worked.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It was so good. You're so right. That's so hates it.
Well, on a related note,
so
Naz did the Met Gala. She did Fashion Week, the Met Gala, and the Emmys all in like 10 days, and we haven't really heard anything. All we know is, well, we saw you for a second. Okay, so we know a little bit about Fashion Week.
So happy I saw you.
But your outfits were amazing. Lauren and I were talking about how like you're just like single and absolutely thriving and looking your very best, and we are like these just.
Yeah, last week on the podcast when you weren't on, we were just like, we're just crumbling, and Naz is like in the stars in outer space.
No, I'm like single and fabulous ?
No, just single and fabulous. So can you fill us in?
Your cowboy hat in the Hamptons any day now.
So amazing.
No, Naz. Explain like the juicy moments that we didn't get to see, like with celebrities and who was the best, who was the meanest, and all of that.
It was, well, first and foremost, the Met Gala carpet was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
I'm sure.
Professionally.
I realized, you know how I like to go into things like with lessons and stuff. I realized that I don't really like doing things I'm not good at. Like, I like leaving something and being like, oh, I crushed that.
Yeah.
Like, that I did so well. And when you do something for the first time, I'd never done a live red carpet like that. There's a learning curve. Like you can't really crush something you're doing for the first time. And then unlike what's so difficult is like a basketball player who gets to do free throws in their backyard and practice every day, like Michael Jordan. Like I can't practice doing a red carpet on my sidewalk.
That's
so
you could maybe.
That's a good point.
It's a great
point. You really can't, you know, like, and so I started prepping like a week ahead of time, and the Met Gala, went from, I think it was like, normally they invite 600 people. I think the invite list was 450. And like, how do you prepare for 450 potential people walking up to you? You know, so I just tried to get like the gist of people. But I think I was preparing, you know, when we're used to seeing people on the carpet, at other carpets, it's like very calm and they're talking to the celebrity for 2 to 4 minutes. And this is a 90-second interview because they're walking up the stairs. And then I had to wear a mask. Yeah. So it's like, how do I connect with a mask on the other side of a hedge in 90 seconds and ask something interesting that no one else has ever asked? So I was so grateful for the experience because it was really, really hard and I've never done it before. But a juicy thing that I haven't told you guys that I wanted to share was the day before the Met Gala, which was Sunday, the day after I saw you. I was waiting in my elevator at Soho Grand Hotel. I went downstairs to say hi to Amanda Stanton because she was staying at Soho Grand. She was leaving Sunday. So I went downstairs to say hi to her sister and meet her boyfriend, Michael, who we've all met through Instagram and seems like the best. And I can confirm he's the best. So I went down to say hi to her. And I'm with her sister at the elevator, and Timothee Chalamet walks up
to the
elevator, and he has a mask on, and he's like next to some gentleman. I don't know if he was like his agent or friend. And I was like, oh my God. And I'm like, you have to say something because like you have to get him to come to you tomorrow. Yeah. Like what a get if I get like a Timothee Chalamet interview, and he was a co-chair. So I introduced myself. I'm like, hi, I'm Naz. I'm actually going to be there tomorrow. I wish I would have said like, I'm going to be there with E, but I was just like, I'm going to be there tomorrow. Like, I can't wait to see what you're wearing. And he was like, I can't wait to see what you're wearing. And I was like, this is probably a reflex, you know, like just a response. And I was like, oh, and then I was like, you got to connect with him in some way. And I remembered he did this interview with Emma Stone, you know, the Actors on Actors. When the actors interviewed the actors, I love those. He did one with Emma Stone, and I remember him talking about how much he loves New York because it's just so grounding, which I think I've shared, like how everyone in New York doesn't do the same thing, which is why Timothee lives in New York and he likes living in New York. Okay. And I told him, I go, I live in LA, and I remember you said this in an interview, and I'm like here now, and I really feel it. Like, it's so nice to not be around, to just look outside. And, like, I walked around a park the morning before I did Met Gala carpet just to remind myself that there's so many people that, like, don't care. You know what I mean? And, make it less pressure. And, like, how there's all these people that don't work in the entertainment industry. Yeah. And Timothee was so cool. He is the coolest person in the world. He was like, he's like, you know, no disrespect to LA. Like, I totally saw him light up and open up. And
this is like, all, wait, this is all with you in the hotel?
This was all like right in front of the elevators. Yeah.
Oh, but that was gosh.
It. Then the elevator opened and he left. And in my head, I'm like, I'm getting that Timothee Chalamet interview tomorrow. Yes. I can't wait. And then, of course, he just like ran up and didn't do any interviews. I don't think he could have because he was a co-chair. Yeah. But what I thought was so cool is that he is so New York, like he is fully a New Yorker. He walked to the Met Gala. I saw on his Instagram live. And then there's a bunch of people across the street that like wait, you know, to see who shows up. And he went across, said hi to everyone. Like he literally was like the mayor of New York. And I was like, that is the most New York thing ever to walk to the Met Gala. Like, can you imagine in LA anyone walking to the Emmys?
I know.
Like
Carrie Bradshaw.
He is the coolest. I know it is. And then I don't know. It's like, I guess on the carpet, like I posted some of like I thought were the funnest moments, which were like, you know, the SNL, the Chloe Fineman on SNL who does the Timothee Chalamet impersonation. Mm-hmm. She's so funny. I made her do one of Timothy at the Met, and then Jimmy Fallon. I asked him to do a reveal like Lady Gaga, and then Billie Eilish was actually one of the, because a lot of the other hosts took their masks off, which I wanted to follow the rules, but I think a lot of people walked up to them because they didn't have a mask on.
Because you look welcoming and like you're available.
Yeah, because it's just, I mean, just think about it. Connecting, like if there's a bunch of people in a line with the mask on and two don't have one, like you're gonna, and they're like, hey, can you come here? It's like you could see their whole face.
Plus, but, like, how do they even know who's saying anything?
Right. It's
who to walk over to.
Yeah. So Billie Eilish walked up to me even though I had a mask on, and I like, she is She's so just like, she would sit in any room with anyone and just be so grounded and cool. And she's so larger than life, I feel like, as like a musician, that it was like just so cool.
That is cool.
Like how her and Phineas are just so cool. It's like literally I could have met him at a coffee shop in LA and they would have talked to me the way that they talked to me on the carpet. You know what I mean?
I love it. Her dress,
Phineas? Is that her brother?
Even approach you. You know?
Her dress was huge. It was like this massive Oscar de la Renta. She had to like take a Sprinter van there.
I know. And just stand
so
up.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, it was crazy. It was like my dream to do the Met Gala carpet for Ian. I did it. It was crazy.
I mean, honestly, you talked to the coolest person, and it may not have been on the carpet, but Timothee Chalamet would have been all I cared about to hear. You know?
I know. I can't believe I met him the day before. And Amanda Stan's sister is a witness, so I'm not making it up.
Okay.
She was there. So funny.
Oh, I'm jealous. He's a striking man. He would make me go on a diet so fucking fast. Like,
Lauren, you don't need to go on a diet.
He's the kind of guy that you die for. Like, if he gave you any ounce of attention, you would change your entire life and your personality to be with him.
He's
Ashley,
definitely
is it Lauren basically saying that she's done this in the past as someone that's looked just like
yeah, basically.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Back to a Mr. Big number 2 for me, for sure.
For sure. I mean, Timothee Chalamet is much better looking, but there's a resemblance.
There's a resemblance.
And he definitely has that thing, even though, like, I don't think I think they're comparable in an essence way to Harry Styles, right? I don't think that, like, facially, I don't have
in the comfortable their sexuality.
Yeah, but
Timothy
in that, like, is more androgynous, I think, than Harry. No, or you guys?
Yeah, I do feel like Harry's a little bit more manly, but guys, what I really mean here is, like, there's a certain, like, I guess it's a feminine beauty or a softness or an approachability while being super like beautiful like in a work of art type way, and not like beautiful in the like what?
It's the ring on the index finger for me.
Well, shit, Lauren wants what you can't have.
That's it. No. Like they both wear rings on their index finger.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is that a thing, Lauren?
Yeah.
Wait, what? What does it mean to you?
It's just like comfortable with wearing jewelry, sort of like that's what they wear. I don't know.
They're so comfortable. They push the boundaries when it comes to fashion. It's so sexy, and they're everything.
Okay, let's move on. I'm getting very
Wait, bored. I noticed, Ashley, that you are sporting the white nail, which I love.
Oh my God, I didn't forget this time. Yeah. Well, yes, because like I
white
told you.
White matches everything.
Yeah, it matches everything, and it's like clean, and you really don't get tired of it.
And it pops. It pops in every outfit.
Did you take those off, Naz?
Yeah, I will say I got gel extension. My nails are ruined. Never again will I do that.
Well, you got to keep them on for the rest of your life.
I'm
just like lash
extensions. You know why? Because it's not the gel extension that ruined my nail. It was the taking off of it. Like, why isn't there a better process? I almost felt like she was going to take out a jackhammer to get it off my nail. And I'm like, why isn't there a serum? What is happening?
I clapped to you because when they use that buzzer tool to get it off, you feel like they might be hitting the skin through your nail. You're like, my nail is so thin right now that like I think you're just hitting skin.
It's like isn't this tool the tool that's used to make like sculptures? Like, why is this just my nail? It's so bad. Now that I'm done with Emmys and Met Gala and a couple things I have coming up, Lauren, I think I'm going to take my hair extensions out. And so in preparation of that, I have been taking Nutrafol 4 times a day because you have to take 4 capsules a day. And I'm already in like literally 2 days of starting to take it again. I'm already seeing new hairs grow in. It's like crazy how fast this stuff works.
Nutrafol is like probably one of the second recommendations I have for people that sit in my chair that have some thinning, or they actually just already have beautiful hair, but they just want thicker, fuller hair. So I always recommend Nutrafol. It's always good to take those hair vitamins, and Nutrafol is formulated with potent botanicals that help you grow hair as strong as you are, and it's physician formulated to be 100% drug free.
You guys, I don't go into like a derm or a med spa without seeing Nutrafol on their counter. to purchase. Like everybody loves it.
Everyone loves it.
Yeah. Millions of people experience hair thinning too, guys. So if you are experiencing it, it is common. It's even normal. But a lot of times we don't talk about it. So you can feel lonely and frustrated. But now there's so many people that are like, okay, I'm taking charge of this and I'm going to start taking Nutrafol. You can do the same by going to Nutrafol.com and take their hair wellness quiz for customized product recommendations that put the power to grow thicker, stronger hair back into your hands.
You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and use the promo code GETIT to save $15 off your first month subscription. This is their best offer available anywhere, and it's only available to U.S. customers for a limited time. Plus, free shipping on every order. Get $15 off Nutrafol.com. That's spelled Nutrafol.com with the promo code GETIT, GETIT, for hair as strong as you are.
Speaking of celebrities we have a crush on, a bunch of people that are like diehard OG I Don't Get It listeners are sending me Milo Ventimiglia pics. And I just wanted to discuss this because we've never talked about this. Milo Ventimiglia is still like secret Hollywood hottie, the best. I'm dying to like
just stopped watching This Is Us.
I did stop. I'm going to start again. You
have like 3 seasons to watch.
I know. It's very emotional. But what was I going to say? Why does Milo, like, he's never on Instagram, and then one day he'll go on and he uploads 20 photos?
I know.
That's because he's above 40 years old.
I know. I love it, though. We've never talked about this. He literally uploads, like, 20 pictures at a time in my entire timeline. It's like a Milo day. I kind of love it.
And I just think, the other day I was thinking that I feel like you and him are definitely going to date.
That's
yeah, like
amazing.
I really think, like I'm just waiting. I really think it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Like, maybe a couple dates. I don't know how much further, but you're gonna have an experience.
I would take 7 minutes to.
Naz, how have you interviewed everyone in Hollywood since you saw him in whatever alley it's called, and you haven't seen him since?
I don't know, but he is in Marvelous Mrs. Maisel coming up.
See, I knew it. I knew it. It's gonna happen. You're gonna.
I don't know. I don't feel like I'm not gonna cover that though.
You have to say I was the girl of the brick alley, whatever. Or just say something like we talked about the names of our cars.
Just be like, I got that salad.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, the vermicelli salad from Croft, and the name of his car was Evelyn. All right.
Yes.
Do it.
Actually, I feel this too. Okay. When you tell the story of how you guys interacted, I can feel the energy and the chemistry through the story.
No, but I think he has that warmth and approachability that you just described that Harry Styles and Timothée Chalamet have. And the perfect person that I can bring, that I can like sort of use as an example that listeners may relate to, is Dean in Bachelor Nation.
Okay.
Dean was someone who was like the Leonardo DiCaprio of Bachelor Nation when he came up out of nowhere, and he had this warmth and approachability and smile where anyone could walk up to him.
Yeah, it didn't matter that he was. Yeah, that he was so intimidatingly good looking.
Exactly.
He like actually wasn't intimidating once you talked to him.
Exactly, and I think that's just Milo's just in that category too of like these super hot, approachable guys.
Well, I would say that I'm not tooting my own horn by like being like everybody wants my husband, but like you would like always say like you want to find your Jared, right? And I feel like he could be so Jared like.
I think so too, but like, do you think he's the same?
I don't know. Jared's always like, you women are mind washed by the character. You have no idea what he's like in real life.
Yeah, but in real life he was like that. That's why we're also obsessed with him.
But he also could be one of those guys that takes you home and then does something fucking weird,
I mean, I wouldn't put it past any guy.
Yeah, you're probably right, Lauren. He would like show some weird idiosyncrasy.
I went on a date last night.
Oh my God.
With,
I don't know why I said it like that. I like dating stories.
Yeah.
remember, so everyone knows I moved. So I was trying to fill my last place because I was breaking my lease. So I put it up online and a bunch of people came to look at my place. One of them was this guy who noticed that I had like a chess set in my, like on my dining table.
Yeah.
And he texted me 2 months later last week and was like, we should play chess sometime. And I was like, oh my God, this is a guy that came to look at like my apartment. Like, how funny.
That's so weird.
And
That's
we
nice.
ended up
It's
going
like a
out
nice
last
meet cute.
Yeah, it was a nice meet cute. We went out last night. Very, very kind. I had a lot of fun, but he just broke up with someone. And so I was like,
that's why
you know
I
what's so funny?
blue.
You know what's so funny?
Yeah.
Everyone, when I got dumped, I went on a date with a guy, right? And I kind of felt bad for that first guy I went on a date with because I knew that this guy was like either going to buy me a drink or something. And I kind of knew my heart wasn't ready. But you know when you just sort of have to push yourself to like just start and someone has to be that first person.
Yeah.
And so I was that for him last night. You know, it's like,
yeah.
it's kind of like that first person you never really have a shot with. And some of the conversation ends up being about your ex because it's so raw.
Yeah.
And like you
What
end
did
up
you do
just
last
becoming.
month? Like, oh, last month I went away.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So it was a lot of fun, but I don't know if we'll see each other again. But yeah, I just thought that concept was funny, right? Like someone has to be that first person, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Did you kiss?
No.
No.
I don't think he's like ready to. I mean, I don't know, but no, we didn't.
Okay, interesting.
I actually don't like kissing on first dates anyway.
Yeah.
Anymore. Yeah.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. No, I never liked kissing on first dates.
It
Too
is very
nerve-wracking.
intimate, and just someone's like,
It's so intimate. It's like, oh my God, I didn't know you 2 hours ago, and now you're like putting your lips on my lips.
I know. It really is.
And it's like, I don't even share straws with my mom. and my mom and I are so close.
Wait, I have a question for you guys. Are you guys watching Scenes of a Marriage on HBO? It is so raw.
No, but I would love to.
It's very intense.
I feel like
I gotta watch.
I'm just letting everyone know it's very intense. Like it's incredible. It's the best TV I've seen in so long, but it's so raw, especially if you're married.
One episode, it has nothing to do with the next one.
No, it's a continuous story, and 2 episodes are out. And Jessica Chastain and Oscar Isaac are unbelievable together.
Okay. I know.
So it's scripted. Well, obviously it's scripted, but it's not like in therapy. Was it In Session? That other
it's
HBO
not.
show?
Yeah, it's not an anthology. It's just one story.
Oh, okay.
Guys, it's so good. It's so intense.
I'd like to watch it. I don't know. I got to take a couple more of these new antidepressants I'm taking. Maybe I can handle it.
How's that? How is it being on those?
Well, she was on them forever, but then she went off a couple months ago, and now she's trying a new brand, a new form.
Do you like
a new
them?
form?
Well, no, I just took my first one today, so we will find out probably in a month.
So you'll report back.
I'll report back in a month, guys.
She's on what I'm on, the one that kills your sex drive, and makes you you have the sex drive of a
90-year-old woman.
Snail. Oh, yeah, a
Of a
90-year-old
no.
woman. Fall is in the air, and what a better way than to welcome the season with a new pair of Rothy's.
Rothy's. We love Rothy's.
You know Rothy's. We all know Rothy's. We love Rothy's. They're the best-selling flats, loafers, and sneakers. And I feel like fall is probably the flattiest season of all seasons. Am I correct on that? Like that is the one where... Yes. Like this is when we really bring those flats out.
I was just going to say, you want to keep your toes warm for fall. Also, good news. We're not the only people that want to keep our toes warm for fall. Men do too. And for any guys listening, Rothy shoes aren't just for women anymore. So they now sell men's sneakers and men's driving loafers, which again, great holiday gift, especially for your guy if you want to just like, up that style game for him. The Rothy's men's line features the same level of craftsmanship as the women's line. So just like the women's line, it's durable, it's washable, it's better for the planet. Plus, they rigorously test it to have a perfect fit wash after wash. We all know that item of clothing that we buy, we put it in the wash, it's just not the same anymore, and then instantly makes you feel like you wasted money. You will not feel that way buying Rothy's for men or women. And to help you welcome the fall season in style, Rothy's is actually doing something really special. So they gave us a chance to share this very, very rare opportunity with our listeners for a limited time. Lauren, tell them what it is.
Right now, you can get $20 off your first purchase at rothys.com/getit. That's right. $20 off your first purchase. This is incredible. You go to rothys.com/getit. That's ROTHYS.com/getit for $20 off your first purchase. Head to rothys.com/getit to find your new favorites today. Okay, Britney versus Spears comes out tonight. Are we going to be watching?
Oh my God!
Yeah,
so many exciting things, guys.
Ashley,
No,
your
it's
morning
not
show.
tonight.
Yeah.
There's no way
tonight?
it's tonight.
Yes, it's tonight.
I thought it was next week.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's the trailer comes out tonight.
Maybe
Maybe the extended trailer. Okay, well, since we've been talking a lot of pop culture today, I think we should also. I know Daz probably watched. Did you watch the extended Spencer trailer?
Of her doing the accent? Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so
I'm
went
excited for that movie.
I don't know. I went from being excited with the teaser one to I'm not so sure with this one. But Lauren was remember how last time Lauren was like she was so authentic, like in holding back tears during the standing ovation.
Oh God, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
But I don't know, guys. I don't know.
I think
if
she's
gonna
kill
do
it. I'm excited. I really just can't wait for House of Gucci with Lady Gaga and Adam Driver.
Oh my
That's
God,
the movie.
that is going to win all the Oscars in my book.
I cannot wait to just buy a ticket for that in the theater.
Lauren, have you seen that?
What?
The House of Gucci trailer?
I actually feel like
Yeah, I
Lauren
saw it.
should. Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say if she hasn't, she should just click it right now.
Right.
I know. No, I definitely
Lauren,
saw
Brittany
it.
comes out on September 28th.
I was just about to report that. So, by next podcast, we can talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it. And you guys have to watch Scenes of a Marriage.
Okay.
So
Which,
many
wait.
shows.
Ashley, how are you feeling? Because I feel like I kind of know, but also I don't know if you've like expressed that you're not throwing up every day anymore, right? On our podcast.
I mean, I still don't feel great when I don't take my medication, and I still throw up pretty most days I don't take my medication.
Okay.
Damn,
So,
how come?
but now, how
Makes
come
you
I do
nauseous?
it?
How come you don't take it? It makes you nauseous.
Oh no! My medication makes me not nauseous.
It's anti-nausea medication.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Be a little more
Yeah.
specific.
No. So when I take it, I'm not great, but I can go throughout the day. Obviously, I took it right now. I have far more energy, like in spunk, when I take it. But when I don't take it, so the only reason that I don't take it every day, but like I'm screwing that. That's the thing. Like I made a decision, an executive decision in my life that starting today, I take it every day.
Okay, good.
I take it every
Good.
day. And unless like one day I wake up and I like literally feel normal, then like whatever.
Right.
But the only reason I wasn't taking it every other day is because the constipation that it creates. It's like notorious for creating constipation that I went 6 days last week without pooping.
Right.
And I had a very traumatic poop where I thought it was like, I can only imagine that birthing pain is very similar to what I went through for those 15 minutes on the toilet.
Did blood come out the other?
No, I was shocked. Naz, I thought I was going to wipe and I was going to have just gush of blood, and I didn't. So, yeah, I don't know how the butthole works.
There was an
does magical
episode-
things.
There was this episode. This is so disgusting. I'm
So disgusting. I'm so sorry,
everyone.
guys. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. But like, we're all human, right? We all poop. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I'll never forget, like, because you know when like you push really hard and like you're pooping and then blood sometimes comes in it. That means that you're tearing like the sides of the wall.
Yeah.
What was that?
Sorry, Hunter keeps calling me.
Oh, I love it. Can't wait till my husband keeps calling me or my fiance.
God, not for a day of golfing when he's drunk.
Oh no. So that means that the lining of your wall is being scraped, right?
Well, yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, so I remember one time I was watching Dr. Oz, and you know how he like has a way of explaining and showing people what it was? I'll never forget. He had like this large cardboard poop. Like he literally was showing that exact thing happening.
He's like on every thing.
Yes, like, you know, like with like 3D figurines and stuff. Like he was explaining this on a daytime talk show. And now every time I poop everyone, I close my eyes and I see Dr. Oz doing that and I get so weirded out.
Oh my God.
Well, and I get scared.
Dr. Oz is the king of telling us how our poop should be because he was the one who told us it should look like a snake. And listen, you guys, I went.
He said that?
Yeah. So, you know, the first month of pregnancy, like you don't really feel anything. You know, it's not until week 5 that you really start getting symptoms. So from week 5 to week 19, I didn't have one. Well, I can't believe I'm like announcing this, and I cannot believe how much we talk about poop. I didn't have one poop that was not a whole bunch of deer droplets.
Oh God, disgusting!
It's the worst.
Yeah,
that's
they were only droplets, only like little balls going.
Oh God, I don't
droplets
know
of
this.
sadness.
Yeah, and then I started taking Miralax, and this is another reason that I now can take my Zofran every day because I think the Miralax kind of balances it out. The Miralax Naz took 6. I say Naz because Lauren already knows all of the bowel movement things. It took 6 days to kick in, and then once it kicked in, all the snakes, getting so many snakes.
Wow, I love that. I want a boa constrictor every day.
God,
give me an anaconda.
Oh my God. Okay, wait, Naz, how was the Emmys? Because we didn't talk about that. And
the Emmys was
We'll move
great.
from poop to TV shows again.
I love Ted Lasso. I'm so happy it won. And
I'm so happy for him.
Yeah. I love Jason Sudeikis. I love that show. Are you guys watching season 2?
No, we have to start season 2, but it is so cute and perfect.
It's so good. I have a crush on Roy Kent, Brett Goldstein, who plays Roy Kent. And funny story.
How's that song go?
Oh no, that's Phil Dunster's character, Jamie Tart, which is Jamie Tart. Is that what you're talking about?
No, ma'am.
Oh, what song?
It's the Roy Kent song where they all chanted Roy Kent.
Oh, yeah, he does have his own song, too.
Yeah, I'll think about it, whatever.
That show's so good because it's literally a rom-com and a soccer show together. And Ted Lasso was a character in an NBC Sports commercial that Jason did, and he did it so much that
Olivia
Wilde was like, why don't you make this a show? You love doing this character randomly. And he did.
Wow.
And now it's like it got 20 Emmy nominations. But it's just Brett Goldstein, who plays Roy Kent. I don't know if you guys know this. He was a writer on the show. Oh. And at the end of writing season 1, he was like, I feel like I'm Roy Kent. Like, I feel like I'm this character. So he took a bunch of tapes on his phone of like doing the character and emailed it to everyone on the show and was like, I really feel like I can play this character. I relate to him so much. But if this is so embarrassing, please ignore this email. We never have to talk about it and we can still be friends. And they never auditioned anyone else and casted him. And now he just like won an Emmy for it. And I feel like that's so cool.
Is he really British?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Did you see the Kate Winslet in person?
No, I wasn't there. I mean, I was like outside around the corner, but no. But are you happy she won? She's the best.
She so deserved that.
Everyone loves her so much. Everyone in there's like Evan Peters was like Kate Winslet.
Yeah, Evan Peters. Speaking of Evan Peters, the American Horror Story for this season. Listen to me. You take a pill, and if you are creative and talented enough, you get to survive and thrive, and you will be the most successful, famous person ever. But you have to drink blood to survive.
What?
Okay. But if you're not talented enough and you take this pill, you turn into like kind of a White Walker. You turn into like a zombie flesh-eating person.
Okay.
Whoa, what a concept.
If you had the choice to take this pill, what would you do?
Oh, this is such a Matrix question.
I know.
When you take the pill, like, why would you even want to take the pill in the first place?
Because you get to be the most famous, wealthy, successful, creative person of all time.
I would take it. I would do it.
So you have to believe in yourself that you are that creative and and be willing to risk it.
Why do you have to believe in yourself?
Well,
I'll just continue being myself.
Just kidding.
You just want to. Why do you believe in yourself?
Ashley believes in herself.
Yeah, I know.
I constantly question myself, which is so bad.
Silly.
Do you know what's so funny? I was prepping for Kanye West. Because you never know,
No big deal.
I genuinely, just so everyone knows, I never thought I would actually ever get an interview with Kanye. That would be amazing. But I was like, I literally wrote down, have you ever thought of selling confidence in a bottle? Because so many people always say, you got to love yourself the way Kanye loves Kanye. So it's like, where does he get that confidence from? I watched this interview he did, like when he was starting out in his career, and he was telling someone, he's like, yeah, if I wanted to be in the NBA, I would have been. And the interviewer was like laughing, and he was like, what? And Kanye was so serious. He's like, no. Like, if I put my mind to it, like I can do anything. Like I would be in it. And I was like, where does that come from?
Yeah.
Like
that's a gift.
How do
mental
people believe in? Ashley has a lot of that.
Yeah.
I have some of it, but I also
really don't second guess yourself. It's so admirable. Like how?
Yeah, but it doesn't also mean that like I'm not insecure sometimes. But
right.
You know,
well, you're human. Yeah, no, I know. But you don't do it. You don't let it sabotage you.
Yeah, I really just do a good job of putting things in perspective because it's like, oh, if like I kind of suck at that, then like what's the worst that's going to happen? As long as everybody is happy, healthy, and safe.
That's
I love
so
that.
True, Ashley.
That's such a good perspective. It's true. It's like you're going to be okay no matter what. You know what I thought was funny? Mm-hmm. I really feel like life presents you with like people and circumstances to show you where you're not free. Like things like trigger you. Yeah. And I was like, it's so fucking hilarious and ironic that like I'm this perfectionist that everything has to be perfect. And like, why did I pick this line of work? Where it's like you're on a carpet and you have no idea who's going to walk up and like what you're going to say.
Challenge because you can't expect it.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's so funny. Like a big picture, like it's like I think the only reason I'm doing this is to like love myself more. Like in the grand scheme of life, you know what I mean?
Well, like if you can perfect that, then you can pretty much perfect.
If you could just let go of being perfect because you physically cannot be.
Yeah. You know how you always used to say, Ashley, like failure is an option. Whenever Ashley,
no, you used to say that.
I said, remember when I used to say that to you?
I thought you said, do you remember when you used to say that?
Because like you'd be preparing or you'd be like working for something, towards something. I'd be like, you can always fail. It's fine. But now that I'm like working and stuff, like I would never fucking say that to myself. Yeah. Now that I'm actually working for something that I care about, like I would never be like, oh yeah, I'll just fuck up someone's hair. It's fine. Like never. Like that is such a stupid thing to say.
But it's true. Is it though? Lauren, because it's like you are going to be fine if you. What's the worst thing that can happen? Well, you learn from it, right? And then maybe you become the best hairdresser ever because of that mistake you made.
No, it wasn't a mistake. Lauren's talking about being intentional, and the reason, Lauren, that you feel like that's not okay is because it hurts somebody else.
Yeah, because like if I fail like doing something for myself, like if I fail a test. I used to think, oh yeah, I'll just fail a test. What's the worst thing that can happen? To hurt myself. But if I do it to someone else, obviously I'm going to fix it, you know, whatever.
Yeah. I just want to give credit for a second to Naz because I don't think that anybody can really conceptualize how stressful a carpet is and covering a red carpet is. Because I've only had it in small little doses, like the smallest of doses. And it's the most stressful thing ever. Because you like prepare certain questions for certain people, but like you don't know when they're going to arrive. You don't even know if they're going to have them. You don't know whether there's going to be someone like lined up. There's like constant chaos going on around you, and you're supposed to pretend like you see nothing but the person who's directly in front of you.
Yeah, it's like to act natural in that environment is really half the battle. I know. I was so mad because so much left my head that I wanted to ask Billie Eilish. I think I got caught up in the moment where I was like, who are you wearing? Who are you excited to meet? Like, how'd you get here? Because the dress was so big. when I remember when I was like thinking of what I want to ask her, and I really wanted to ask her, like, everyone listen, like, I listen to her when I get ready. So, like, who does she listen to?
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
I know. And how I don't think people realize, like, I had it in my head, but it's also the environment. You can't get good at, like, remembering that stuff and, like, really being present unless you do it a bunch. And so I really hope I get the opportunity to do it more because I know I could, like, crush it. I mean, well, we'll see. You never know. We'll see what the universe's plan. But that's what I mean. I was so mad at myself. I was like, why didn't I ask her, like,
blurt
stuff?
something out, you know, just trying to get an answer rather.
I was just like, it was so quick that I was just like, and it's like, you guys know how I'm obsessed with space. One of my favorite quotes that I was like reading about astronauts a long time ago was, panic is suicide. So, like, if something's wrong in a rocket and you are an astronaut up in space, like, you cannot panic. Like, literally the alarms are going off. You have to literally take a deep breath and, like, just, like, calmly, like, fix the buttons or whatever you got to do. And I never forgot that. And I think it's so true. It's like, panic is suicide. Like, you have to literally be so calm.
So true.
Just be like,
Yeah,
it's
I
fine.
was actually, that's so weird that you compared it to that, because I was going to say, I feel like it's you getting an alert that the engine's down and you're a pilot.
Yeah. And it's like,
which sounds so dramatic to anybody who's like, you are covering a red carpet.
A little bit.
But
no, it is. It's
that
not
frenzy. It's that frenzy.
It's not life or death. But when someone walks up to you that you don't know, maybe you don't even know who they are, and you have to talk to them as if you do know who they are, and like have a really, it's like that you do get that feeling like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And you literally have to just be like, this is going to be fine. Like, this is another human, and this is going to be fun. Let's see what comes out of my mouth. Okay, here we go.
No,
like a human. If you treat someone like a human, then they actually like you a lot more rather than...
Right.
Well, that is where I was going with this. Okay, I feel like it's... You even have like more against you in that moment, because I don't know if you get this anymore, Naz, you probably don't, but there is something about you being like behind the barrier, behind the rope, that just makes you feel less than the celebrity. Even if like normally if you were to run into them on like the street, you would probably be nervous, you'd probably be intimidated, you'd probably be starstruck. That there's like that natural instinct, of course. But then like when you put a barrier there, then you really feel less than, and then I feel like you have to overcompensate for that too.
That's an interesting thing. I like it because I'm someone who I don't like when it's about me. Like, I don't think the audience cares about the host as much. I rather keep it like about them. But I get what you're saying. Like,
but like your self-esteem, do you feel like your self-esteem goes down a little bit?
It doesn't. I think what I was bummed about was having to wear a mask, because so much of us talking to each other is our face, like laughing, smiling. And like when you do it, and I really was like bummed. I mean, I was happy because obviously everyone was kept safe. So for that reason, I wasn't bummed. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's funny how, I mean, it's quite interesting how they're not allowed to wear one, though. They don't have to wear one.
They had to wear one inside. There was a mask mandate inside.
Oh.
But yeah.
Anybody have any other? I don't get it.
Shit, we covered a lot.
I know. I hope it wasn't too rambunctious.
That was a good word, rambunctious.
Naz, do you know what we did last week on our podcast?
Yeah, you read your diary. I need to listen to it. I'm gonna.
I knew that Lauren took a live pregnancy test.
Oh yeah.
Wait, Lauren, you did?
I didn't write about that in the description.
Wait, why wasn't that the title of the episode? Lauren takes a live pregnancy test.
I pooped a pregnancy test on accident because I was so nervous. But I was 6 days late, guys. How weird is that? Like, I was a full 6 days late. So
that is
but
crazy.
I got it. I ended up getting it. But
I was really late. A couple weeks ago, and then this week I got it on the day I was supposed to, and I got so excited. I don't know why that made me so excited.
Well, being on time and being regular is very satisfying.
Well, why do we care about it coming on the day it's supposed to? Like, what does it matter?
I'm just planning. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Structure.
Anyway. All right.
Well, Naz, was there a reason that you would ever be concerned about the 6 days late or whatever?
No, I have literally. I mean, if I did, Jesus Christ, the baby would be inside of me.
That would be
Gergie.
Hi, Gerg.
I'd like
So
to see the
cute.
baby.
Are you guys dressing up for Halloween this year?
Oh, but I have not thought of what I was going to be.
Well, everyone can come to my house if you want.
Can we?
Yeah.
Should I
Lauren
fly?
Lauren's inviting her entire network to her house.
Wait, so are you throwing a massive Halloween party?
It's
No,
all
she's
about
just doing trick-or-treating.
Trick-or-treaters, and then we can go inside, eat later, and like eat terrible food and like enjoy. But it's more about like scaring the shit out of little children.
I love
But maybe
that.
not little kids, maybe more like 12-year-olds, right?
12.
Yeah. We target the 12-year-olds.
10 to 12. Yeah.
What are you going to be for Halloween, Lauren? This is like your holiday.
Well, it has to be on theme. We're doing haunted graveyard, so I think we're just going to be ghosts or skeletons or something. But we're going to be like hiding, obviously, popping out of places, the whole shebang.
Anything that is like pregnant that I should do?
I was just thinking, like, what pop culture pregnant reference
know.
is there? Because all I think of is Beyonce with the photo
That's
shoot.
exactly
with, like,
what
the
I was
Mary,
going to say.
Like the flowers. But
Yeah,
that's
I
sort
already
of too
did that
on the
for an Instagram.
nose. Yeah.
I got Brittany when she was pregnant, right?
Oh, that's kind of funny. But also,
Was there any like Disney characters that were pregnant?
No,
right?
I think about Kim in the carpet dress at the Met Gala.
Oh yeah, why don't you do that? That was like Riccardo Tisci. I
You
think
could literally find that fabric at Joann's.
you can. The rose petal. Why don't you do that? And your hair would look so good like that, Ash.
Just in,
Did
like,
you
a
guys see
sleek
me
pony.
dress up as Kim in the 25?
Yes, it was
Amazon
very
costume?
funny.
That fits so perfectly.
I just bought it off Amazon for
It
$20,
fit you
and
so
then
amazing.
I cut a hole in it for the ponytail.
Oh, it's perfect.
Where did you wear it?
I just wore it outside for fun.
You just wore it to the car.
I just walked out outside near valet, and like 2 people asked to take a picture with it.
That's
so
hilarious.
That's
I
amazing.
love it.
It's incredible.
Wait, what other? There has to be more pregnant pop culture references. Like, you watch so many movies where someone's giving, like, they go into labor. There's got to be a rom-com character that goes into labor that you like. What about that movie you guys made me watch where the baby's like talking?
Look Who's
Look
Talking.
Who's
I don't think
Talking.
anybody's going to recognize a Look Who's Talking reference.
I
I could just think about face painting my belly or something.
I think you should do Kim.
Fergie, stop licking your butt.
I love that.
It's the only thing I could think of.
Lauren, you're not doing couples costumes?
No, I don't believe in those, really.
How do you guys feel about couples costumes?
I believe in them very much.
I know you do. I know you do.
That's like my dream. I literally want a boyfriend to dress up as like a couple, to do a couple's costume on Halloween.
You guys, Jared was looking at Superman costumes the other day, but like not just for Halloween, just for his own sake. Just to like have a well-made one in the house.
For what?
Just for himself.
anything.
I don't know. And no, he really was thinking of it for Halloween. And I was like, Jared, you were just Superman like 2 Halloweens ago. I was like, well, save it for next year when you have a son to dress up as like a baby Clark Kent.
I'm sure you got your baby's gonna be Raja next year.
I know. Or Abu.
Oh yeah, I'll be a boo.
Oh, a little Abu. How
Yeah.
cute would that be?
I love that.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I had something poignant to say. It definitely wasn't poignant, but
You were using such great words today.
oh, thank you.
Poignant.
But I don't remember what it was.
What was it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't believe it's like October 2021. Like, what a weird year. I feel like it's been like 3 different years in one.
I don't.
Like the vibe of the year, like the beginning of the year was still 2020. Then the summer,
yeah,
it
the
felt
beginning
like,
of the year felt more like 2020, you're right?
and then the middle of the year was like weird, and then now it's like fall. It's all weird.
I think I kind of understand what you're talking about.
It's a strange.
I always thought, you know how we talk about nostalgia and stuff, blah blah blah. It's crazy. Like last year, I was like, oh, this will never be nostalgic, and then this year rolls around. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm nostalgic for last year. Like the feelings are still happening.
Yeah, isn't
for
that
last
weird?
fall.
Yeah.
Like
How
I
did-
could
what
get nostalgic over things that are really only like a few months away, like gone.
Oh.
Like what?
Like when Jared and I lived with my sister-in-law Shannon for a little while
Oh,
in
like you
March and
missed
April.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a simple life. I
Like
didn't have to
the
take care of
reality
anything.
show
I
with
didn't have
Nicole?
no. It was just a simple life.
Wait,
I
did you
didn't
guys
have-
see?
I didn't have
Nicole
to take care of
burned her-
anything.
Nicole
Yes!
burned her hair in the same way I burned my hair in
No,
front of
that shit
guy.
shriveled up. She got nothing left.
Oh,
That's so
no.
scary. You guys do not blow birthday candles out or get near lighters if you have a lot of hair. It's terrifying.
Nicole Richie did that.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did I say?
You said Nicole Berner, who was on our podcast.
Wow.
Why did I say that? No,
I don't know.
Nicole
That's why I
Richie.
was like, how did Lauren understand this reference?
Okay, you know what I want to bring? You know what I want to bring to this year?
What?
Some more cheer. Some more jokes. So we're going to end on like two
I thought that
jokes.
was the joke for a second.
No. Okay. What's a ghost's favorite dessert?
Blueberry ice cream.
Ice cream.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Oh, that reminded me of what I was going to say, guys.
Oh, yes. I love when that happens. It's the best.
Oh my gosh, the rollover here is incredible. So I told Lauren yesterday, my sister-in-law texted me a link to the fact that the Conjuring house is now up on Realtor.com.
No.
It's going for $1.2 million in Rhode Island.
I think
and she
it must
said
have been
it's in Rhode
taken
Island.
away.
And
You
she
have to
goes,
move there,
"Do you
Lauren."
think this will get Lauren to move to Rhode Island?" And I was like,
1,000%.
I totally thought so. Everybody's been texting Lauren now this.
I know.
Lauren, you have to move.
So apparently, this is like a little background story. The current owners bought it in 2019, so I literally think they can't even deal with it anymore.
Wait, do you think it's haunted?
Do we think it's haunted? They said that they can't. They said that they have opened it up and they make like they just have people like sleep over every night.
I watched
They basically
tons
just
of
rent it
videos.
out
I watch
to house hunters.
They should
ghost
Airbnb
hunters.
it. Airbnb should buy it.
Thank you. I watch YouTube videos all the time of the Conjuring house, and it doesn't seem very scary.
Lauren, they said, did you read that article that Jamie sent us?
You think that I read an article?
No, I don't. It was a Wall Street Journal article, and they like make you pay for it, so I only got to read the first couple paragraphs.
Oh, is that the worst? I always click on New York
So
Times ones and I'm
annoying,
like,
yeah.
I'm too poor for this.
I know exactly. So it says that they bought in 2019, and when they first moved in, they just slept in one room to like get the spirits kind of like, well, of course they slept in just one room. There's a married couple, but they like tried to live out of just one room. So like the spirits would get used to their presence there. And they said like within a couple days, like both he and his wife woke up to like a black figure.
Ooh.
And yeah, he said it's like, they say that they have sounds and voices all the time.
They weren't making enough money renting it out to ghost hunters?
No. So that's when they moved in, and now they said that they just basically they're booked out through 2022, which I don't know why they're selling it. I don't understand why they're selling it, but it said, I'm just quoting the article, 2022 is they're booked out with ghost hunters like coming every weekend.
Wow.
Selling it. So what if they sell it before then?
I don't understand. I don't understand that at all.
Okay.
But
Well, it sounds
Lauren,
pretty sketchy to me.
I don't know.
Maybe they just assume someone's going to do the same thing. Okay, whatever.
I don't know, but I feel like you would be great at like doing an Airbnb like that. Like you
would. I truly would.
You
would
could open
kill
the
that, Lauren.
bed and breakfast, Lauren, and you'd be the leader of the bed and breakfast.
Oh my God, a bed and breakfast. A bed and boo. A bed and boo.
Okay, let's bed and boo. That's
let's
like when you wanted to get the Lizzie Borden house, which is also only like 30 minutes from here.
I know. I'm someone about that, obviously. It's iconic. I can't believe it's not a historical property.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Okay, can we
Sorry,
end
you
on
have
a
one more
Halloween?
joke.
And on a Halloween joke.
I just think it's good so then people can use this in like everyday life.
Yeah.
Why don't mummies have friends?
Because they're all wrapped up in themselves.
No.
That's literally the answer. How did you do that? I've never gotten an answer to a joke ever in my whole life.
Me neither. Did you know that
Whoa,
one?
that was so
that before.
impressive.
Oh, you have. Okay.
No, I never heard that before. That
No?
just came right out. Like,
Wow.
Wow,
They're wrapped up in
Lauren.
themselves.
Okay, that's very funny.
That's
Well, girl, why are you
very
shaking?
Funny. Oh my God, I just realized we're still in September. I'm thinking this is like an October podcast. That was very October centric.
It does. September actually feels like it's taking a little bit. because every
we're
month
ready.
goes by so fast that like I imagine September to be gone too. But it's
We're
not.
ready for fall. All right. Love you guys.
All right.
Subscribe.
Bye.
Follow.
Bye.
Bye.
If you want to be the most interesting person at the cocktail party, well, hop on over and listen to the Brain Candy podcast.
Our award-winning content will have you laughing while you're learning.
We read all the best articles, books, and studies and keep up with new TV shows, documentaries, and pop culture. And then we cram it all into 2 shows a week.
Conspiracy theories, cannibal rabbits, unsolved mysteries, the history of the Walkman. There's something for everyone.
The Brain Candy podcast. Find our link in the show notes.
Or simply search for the Brain Candy podcast on your podcast app.
I don't get it.
Podcast.